Hi there, welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show, where I do everything in my power to share with you the tools that you want, you need, that you choose to live the life that you want to achieve. Now listen, when we come together, we talk, we share, we ask questions, we give examples, and then when you comment, that means everything to me. Cassandra, you said, I recognize that I am under-acknowledged. How many of us are under-acknowledged? And then you said, I'm going to begin to jot down and make sure that I remember my micro wins so that I can celebrate myself more. How many major things have you done today, this week, this past month that have gone under celebrated? What I said when I was on the Oprah show years ago, and she said, oh my God, I so agree with that. I said that I'm giving the world the first example of how they get to treat me. And it's my job to give them the best example possible. And that comes inside celebration. Pamela, you said that what you loved was the fact that you've learned on one of the shows to love people where they are. And that way they get to love you where you are, just where you want them, just the way you want them to love you where you are. That's brilliant. When you love people where they are, do you know that you stop trying to change them? It stops becoming resistant. So many great things happen. I love you guys giving me comments. Keep the comments coming. I love to read them and comment on them. You know, so many of my students that step on my virtual campus and do many of our programs have this challenge. They have a successful career, or there are one or two areas in their life that's absolutely amazing. And then there are these other areas in their lives that are not fulfilling, such as business is going great. You know, you're on point, you're making the money you want to make, you're having the impact you want to have in the world, but relationships feel like they're in depletion, like it's just not enough, a romantic relationship or a sibling or your relationship with your children. And then by the same token, people feel like they have this great health, but their finances are depleted. And I think one of the things we seek balance. And I talked about it in another Lisa Nichols show, that balance is a myth, but harmony is a must. So the first thing I want you to do, write this down, is to define what a fulfilled life looks like for you. The first mistake we make is that we're allowing the world, society, social media to define what success looks like. No one can define your success. Your success is unique to you. So what does a successful relationship look and feel like? A sibling, family relationship, a romantic relationship, colleague relationship, and community and friendship relationships. What does it look like when it's working? What does it look like when it feels good? What does success business-wise look? It's not just money. It's about being joyful about what you're doing. It's about having time to be creative in whatever role you're doing. What does physical success look like? For me, physical success wasn't wearing a size 8 or wearing a size 6. Physical success for me was first no longer having sleep apnea, and then no longer being obese or morbidly obese, which I was at one time. And so it wasn't about a size, it was about being able to have my body listen to my intentions. And so define success for yourself. That's number one. Define success for yourself. And two, look at the areas that you have a gap. If you have a gap in your relationships, remember this: energy grows where energy goes. You will never increase the quality of your relationships working 1 more hour, taking 2 more meetings, or producing 1 more product. You have to put energy right in that place where you want to grow. And I know that could be scary. I know it was scary for me. I've been business minded for so long, business focused for so long. Then I looked up and said, hey, I'm ready for a relationship now. And I was like, and my natural reaction was to go right back to business, because that muscle is developed. And the other muscle, this muscle looks like Popeye, and this muscle looks like olive oil. You know, my business muscle was developed, looked like I just ate a nice can of spinach like Popeye did. And my other muscle looked like it was just dangling. I had no strength there because I had never done that. You grow what you repeat. And so where you want to have more fulfillment, give it more energy, even if it feels really awkward. But if fulfillment first needs to be preceded by healing, then allow yourself the permission and the space to heal. If you want relationships to get reignited, but they may have been broken, then go into the relationship humble, full of compassion, acknowledging where you may have had the breakdown on your part, asking for another chance to make this relationship feel really amazing. If it's in health, I was just working out this morning with my team, and we did this process at the end of working out where I touched each part of my body, starting with my feet and my ankles, and I talked to each part of my body, and I thanked it, and I apologized to it, and I healed it one by one, my legs, my knees, my stomach, my shoulders, my arm, and I allow myself to become at one, so I feel good about the body that I'm standing in. I might not be where I want to be in it, but I feel good about where it is. And so fulfillment can begin with acknowledgement, ownership, healing, opportunity, and possibility. And remember that energy will grow where you put it. Energy grows where energy goes. So if business is great, then let that be on autopilot. You got that down. Let's put some energy in those other places that when you are sitting in your rocking chair and there's nothing else left for you to do but reflect on your life, your job is to love your memories. Your job is to say that you did the things that you wanted to do, and you said the things that you needed to say, and you lived the life that you said you wanted to talk about. And now, at 99, at 105, whatever age you might be when you sit down and rest, you get to tell the memory of how you played full out, how you loved full out, how you forgave sooner, quicker, faster, how you owned your breakdowns, how you made money, how you spend money, but you only made it and spent it to make better memories. That's all. Money is a tool to make better memories. It's not the end all. So I'm your sister in the journey, and I'm speaking from experience. At first it was all about making money, but that's because I lived in such lack with my son and I. I was trying to rescue us. It wasn't until I had a significant amount of money that I realized it's not about the money. It's about my grandma, my granddad. It's about my father, my mother, my son, my friends. And so seek a fulfilled life by doing the things that you know you want to talk about, you want to remember, and you want to say you did or you experienced. Now remember, this show is not a monologue. I know I say that all the time, but it's not. This show is a conversation. It's a dialogue. It's not that regular show where you come on and watch me perform. No, I want to drop some nuggets down for you. I want to give you some aha, some awareness, but I want to hear from you as well. So I'd love for you to comment. I'd love for you to tell me how you're going to begin to implement this. How will you make sure that your work world is going amazing, but your relationships are going wonderful as well? That your health and wellness, that's being tended to as well. Your spirituality, how are you going to make sure to dance between each part so that we create, you and I, create, yes, 360 abundance. We don't have to choose either or. We really do get to have it all. Now listen, I want to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable, that you're allowing your tribe, your community to hold you accountable. How do we do that? Leave a comment below and let me know what you're thinking about. And make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, welcome to the family. If you haven't, what are you waiting on? And most of all, look out for more amazing content in the future. Not just from me, but from everyone that's commenting below. Listen, this is your home. We are your tribe. And I am your sister in prosperity and in possibility. And when I say I believe in you and I love you, it's for one reason. I do. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. Fitbit time. Oh, 12,000 steps. Yeah.